Hi, I'm Dr. Boyce Watkins from YourBlackWorld.com, and I wanted to take a second to talk about hip-hop. Hip-hop is something that a lot of us know and love, and a lot of people have heard me critique hip-hop and what's happened with commercialized hip-hop, and I think it's also important as a lover of hip-hop and a lover of rap music. Even the stuff that I don't like, I like some of it because I understand, just like greasy food, that it may not be healthy, but that don't mean you don't like it. So, but anyway, as a lover of hip-hop, I wanted to dig into the history of hip-hop and kind of putting, the talent of various artists into context. And so what I wanted to do was talk to Roger Suggs, a.k.a. Vigilante, Vigilantee, who's a rapper out of Kansas City. And he is our resident hip-hopologist at Your Black World. Now, he didn't put that title on himself. I put it on him because when we have conversations, he's able to really talk in detail about the history of hip-hop, every beef, every artist, every genre. I really never met anybody who understands hip-hop as well as he does. So I wanted to get from Vigilante the list of his top 5 MCs of all time. So first I want to ask Vigilante, how you doing today, brother?
I'm doing pretty good, my brother.
Good.
Doing pretty good.
Okay. Now, let's go down your list. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start with, you sent me this list over to me, and I'm going to start with number 5. And then I want you, once I give you the name, I'd love to hear your take on what you love about this artist and why you put them on the list. Number 5 on your list is Tupac Shakur. Now, what is it about Tupac that you love?
He was a great writer. He embodied emotions, and he could diss you. He could tell stories that could make you want to go to the revolution. He could also appeal to the women. And then, when he was here, he had the sex appeal thing that, that women liked. So he was, to me, the complete MC when it came to the whole part of entertaining. But I liked his lyrics because his lyrics said something, and he was deep, and he was dope. To me, his best album, which never gets his props, is Me Against the World. That's my favorite album of his. I love the writing that he did when he was in jail. He wrote some of that album, and he showed a lot of diversity on that album. So that's why he's number 5.
Okay. And number 4 on your list is an artist that is known very well and respected very well if you're into hip hop that's not on the radio. He doesn't get a lot of radio play, but I've heard him and he's very good. It's the artist actually out of the Midwest, Tech Nine. So what is it about Tech Nine that really catches your attention?
Well, Tech Nine was a hard one because Tech Nine and Twister, to me, they should be at number 4, but I'm rolling with the Kansas City guy. Tech Nine got multiple styles. His stage show is second to Busta Rhymes. Not even second. I'd say it's first to Busta Rhymes because Tech got, it's not even fair putting them against each other, but Tech's show and his lyrics, he just don't get the right respect on radio to really understand how good this guy's been keeping it down for years, since 1993 when he was with Nut House. Tech Nine got multiple style. He's mastered the language. He's mastered the speed of hip-hop, and he's taken it to a whole nother level that people are just now catching on to this brother. But this brother is one of the most talented rappers that can not only do you on the mic, but he can do you on stage, and he got multiple styles, and it's hard to define. His style never gets old because he keeps transforming, and he's original. So that's why I get Tech Nine number 4 of all time, and people might think I'm crazy about that, but you got to do your history. This ain't just what New York says. This is about what embodies a real MC to me.
Right.
I could have did Twister the same way. Tech and Twister either way, but I went with Tech because he's from Kansas City.
Okay. And you had mentioned that Tech Nine actually makes a lot of money as an independent artist. He's not with a major label, but he does a lot of touring, and he really tears it up when he performs.
That's what he does.
Yeah, I've seen him perform. And
got one of the biggest tours. He's like one of the biggest touring artists, man. I'm telling you, he hangs with the big boys like U2. He tours basically all year, and man, he's doing it. He's getting his respect now. But Tech's been doing this, and he's a beast, and they know it.
Okay, and number 3 on your list is KRS-One. How did he get on the list?
I can anytime on the spot rhymes. KRS-One is not only the teacher, philosopher, He's consistent and he's better. When you listen to KRS-One, he never fell off. He's dope. He didn't really conform into what commercialism is. He continued to he'll smack you. I mean, his lyrics, even when he in the 80s, was dope. He's never fell off. He's dope, and I'll put him up against any MC right now. So from that part of it, he's embodied what traditional hip-hop should be. That's what carries when he's a b-boy. He's still a b-boy. He's a teacher, but he's a b-boy. So his live shows are phenomenal, and he can go off the head. He's not doing set lyrics where you write them and memorize them, then you call them freestyle. He has the original freestyle flow when he's spitting, and it's just, man, hey, he could be number one. KRS-One is still going, and so the teacher's got to be on the list.
Well, I tell you, I love KRS-One's energy. I think he's just, you can see his brilliance just kind of resonating from him when he performs. And the thing is, he seems like he's always performing. Even if he's having a conversation to you about what he wants to eat for lunch, it's like a performance. The way he just accentuates every word and has energy and passion behind everything he says. Now, number 2 on your list is Eminem. The only white boy on the list, but he's a very talented white boy. So what led you to put Eminem number 2 on the list ahead of KRS-One, Tech Nine, and Tupac?
Yeah, a lot of people are going to attack me because they don't hear Jay-Z or Biggie, and I love Biggie and Jay-Z, but this is just a list of what I say lyrics. It's like to make you go, whoa, wait a minute. Eminem, lyrically, I mean, say what you want. Did you watch the BET award show, hip hop award show, and the verse he spit? It's kind of like Tech Nine and Twister. He have that ability to spit fast, witty. There's not a style he can't do, and he's a student of hip hop, and he's a beast, man. Look at the tracks he's been on with other rappers, man, and man, outside of Royce on a few songs, it's not been too many rappers that actually can stand up and deal with him lyrically. Now, that don't mean that he's the best overall rapper when it comes to, videos, shows, and hit songs, but this is about lyrics. So I could throw Chino XL in there too, but lyrically, man, he's proven to be more than just, just a white boy that's trying to do gimmick like Vanilla Ice, and he surpassed a lot of other white rappers that came in and that was pretty good. But this guy is on a whole nother level, and he can hang with any MC. You can't ignore it, and he's proven it time after time. So you can't ignore it. He cannot be ignored, and people can use that he had a lot of white fans, but the dude can spit. I'm listening to the lyrics, not about how many sold. The lyrics. That's what this list is about. It's not about the biggest. Now, you got Nas and there, all that too, but I'm just saying from lyrics to make you go, man, that'll be a hard battle. You put 30 seconds, got to go up against him. That's hard to do.
Wow. Well, I think that's very interesting. One of the things I like about Eminem, as an artist, and not just because he's white, but I wonder if this has anything to do with it, is that, he raps about things that come from his soul. He'll talk about anything in his music, and it's not just, how many women I got, how much money I got. You know what I mean? Just, how big my gun is and all that. It's not the silly stuff. It's really, he might talk about anything, as long as it's resonating in his soul. And I think that's what artistic expression is all about. Now, number 1 on your list, drum roll, please. Now this one might even be more controversial than Eminem. Number 1 MC you picked of all time is Cannabis. Yeah. Now, tell me about that. Where'd that come from?
The Beast from the East, as he used to say back in the days. The Beast from the East, lyrically, and you're a professor, doctor. And when you go back, and I'm gonna challenge you to go back and get some Cannabis old lyrics. This guy is like teaching and talking about stuff that you have to get the hell he's talking about. He got a song called Poet Laureate. Listen to that song. Type that in on YouTube and listen to it. This guy lyrically is so far ahead when it comes to just the complexity of bars and lines. He had a song, Boris. He had 1,000 bars. Everybody got excited about my boy Games, and Games is a good MC too. Games 300 bars, but this guy did 1,000 bars. He got a song called Bars Infinity. where he's rapping over 10, 20, 30 minutes, man. I mean, it's crazy. He's a beast. He's a wordsmith. You know, so we're going to have the best, you know, later on, you know, with our thing, we're going to have the best storyteller and all that type of stuff. There's other brackets of hip hop, but for the lyrics that you put it on a sheet of paper, you had to pull out your whole mindset, Morris, and say, wow, man, how did this guy write this? How did he put words like this together? There's a lot of other rappers like that, but I'm just saying Cannabis did it at a time that nobody was doing it. And you look at the rapper that came after him, who may be even popular to him right now because he burned a bunch of bridges, you know, and got blackballed from the industry. But when you think about it, they're disciples of Cannabis. You know, they're disciples of Cannabis and spitting the way he spit with the high scientific raps. He talks about like time machines and traveling. I mean, it's crazy. And just from just reading off the paper, man, I put him number one because I've never seen nobody rap like he rap, and he's even better now. And a lot of people think he missed a step, but he's just been so far ahead. And sometimes when you're far ahead of something, people don't understand it till later. And then in this watered down industry, they don't respect artists like that. But back when he was coming up, the Jay-Z's, the DMX, all them guys, they knew who the heck Cannabis was. And he, you know, LL's my favorite rapper. But you know, that battle between them was phenomenal. But, you know, when you listen to some of the lyrics that Cannabis had, man, like I say, it's just hard to not put him from a lyrical standpoint. One of the best. That's why he's the best on my list. And I know there's controversy. You can pull out Jay-Z, you can pull out, I like Rakim, all those guys. But when you take their lyrics from a professor's standpoint, as you grade the paper, Boris, and you lay them lines down next to each other, there's a different level of writing compared to some of the rappers that's out there. They put bars together and so, but it's a different level of writing intelligence that takes to put lyrics like that. And I don't even know the boy even went to college to have the that much intelligence and put it in rhyme form like he's doing a dissertation instead of rapping. It's something that I don't take lightly, and that's what lyrics is about. Not the best rapper, the best lyrics. That's why I say there's a lot of other rappers that can blow throughout the map and stuff, but when you just get to put it on a sheet of paper and you're grading, boys, you're going to see the level that Cannabis is compared to anybody else, with the exception of maybe, like I say, KRS-One got some stuff, but he's even, I'm like I say, but the complexity of Cannabis is really second to none. There's nothing, nobody out there at that level. You know, and an honorable mention will also be Coogee Rap. Coogee Rap is still a beast, and he'll bust any MC head along with Busta Rhymes. So they're on there too, but that's my top five, and I'm sticking to it.
All right. Well, top five, just so people can remember what our hip-hopologist has to say about that. Top five. Number one is Cannabis. Number two is Eminem. Number three is KRS-One. Number four is Tech Nine. Number five is Tupac. Left off the list might be Biggie, LL, T.I., Lil Wayne, Ice Cube, Jay-Z, Kanye West, and Nas. So you've officially started a beef with all the MCs that have been left off the list. So I'm going to start instigating.
Hey, it's all, see, I'm not on the list. Nah, I'm joking. But, what it is, the different categories in rap. And I think hip hop is long overdue to put proper perspective to what MCing is. You have people that make hits. You have rappers that are very popular. You have storytellers like Scarface and Slick Rick will be 1A and 1 and 1A when it comes to some of the greatest storytellers of all time. So there's different categories, you know, best diss rapper of all time. So there's different categories that need to be in hip hop. I'm sick of people making it the greatest of all time, and it's not even based on lyrics. It's based on, because Nas goes there. Revolutionary rap. It's so many things, you know, hit making rappers. Which rapper got the most hits? That's when you put in the Jay-Z's and Biggie could have easily been on this list. And the work he did was he did 2 albums, and he's great. It was great, but you know, it's just I wish he wasn't cut off. But he's dope. He stands up too. But I think there need to be more than one category, because a lot of Midwest rappers get left off the thing. How can you, like I say, really take Nine and Twister on the same list? Because Twister, is dope too, but you don't see Twista in nobody's top 5 or Tech Nine in nobody's top 5 because it's that bias. But when it comes to doing live shows and listening to the lyrics for real, then you need more than one division to say that. You just can't blanket a statement and say that these 5 are the best of all time. Rakim was dope. I mean, no doubt about it. But if you told me right now, if Rakim, Twista, see, Rakim came at a historic time. So it's almost not even right to even put Rakim or Garris One on the list because they're like, sort of like the gods of rap. They can do no wrong no matter what. It's like your little brother. No matter, he started with you. So no matter what he does, he's all good. You know what I'm saying? So it's almost not fair to put them in that list, but I just did it anyway, but because Garris One still right now can burn. And I'm not saying Rakim can't burn now, because he can. He's dope.
Right.
But I just look at the versatility of the MC, boys. And, like I say, I think there need to be different categories for rap. You just can't, it's just like, when you compare Magic to Michael Jordan or Larry Bird, Jordan could score.
Right.
And, he was a winner. Bird's stats look better than Magic. So does that make Bird better than Magic? We don't know. But,
I mean,
in my barbershop, no.
Yeah, basically, I know what you're saying. You're saying that basically, the way you measure a great MC, you can use a lot of criteria because even the fact that you mentioned the best MCs in the Midwest, you didn't even say Nelly, even though Nelly is the highest selling MC in the Midwest. That says something about the fact that there's different criteria, so I feel exactly what you're saying. I think that makes sense. And, now we run out of time here, but, I appreciate your time. And by the way, what is the name of your album?
The name of my album is Love. Love. Letting One's Value Evolve. Letting One's Value Evolve. Love.
Okay. And where can people go get your album at?
You get it at payloads.com/vigilante, VIGALANTEE, or you can just type in vigilante.com, VIGALANTEE.com, and you see it there.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much for your wisdom, brother. I really appreciate it. And everybody, this is the rapper Vigilante. He's out of Kansas City. He's also our resident hip-hopologist because, as you can tell, he knows a lot about the history of hip-hop. Now, of course, it's just his point of view, and you're welcome to disagree. But as far as
don't kill him.
Yeah, don't kill him. Don't kill him. We got enough killing in hip-hop. No more killing.
Yep.
But thank you all for checking us out at yourblackworld.com. And until we meet again, please stay strong, be blessed, and be educated. We are gone. Peace.